So welcome to the number system part 4 for GRE GMAT exam, and I am going to give you the free videos for the GRE and GMAT exam, and that too online without any charge. So under this particular session we are going to discuss certain amazing kind of examples. For example, if somebody will ask you what is the how many number of zeros are there in a number that is 222 to the power 333 multiply to the 55 to the power 40. Now if you are going to do this example on the calculator itself, it will take a lot of time, but we are going to discuss some amazing trick, and if you apply that trick, the answer is very fast. So without wasting much of our time in giving you a lecture, it is better to start the questions. So what are the learning outcomes? What are the learning objectives? You know, at the end of this session you will understand how many zeros are there in a given multiple. So let's say the multiple is 20 into 15 into 45 into 80 into 90. Now if somebody will ask you how many zeros in the product of this multiple, so you can say at the end of this session how many zeros are there in a given factorial. We know the factorial 5 factorial is equal to 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Now in this particular number multiple, how many zeros are there, and how many zeros are there in a given multiple from the last? What is the value of unit digit? That is also we are going to learn in this particular video. And what is the value of unit digit of a number x to the power y, or let's say 2 to the power 15, and what is the value of a unit digit? You know unit digit, for example 931, so 1 is a unit digit. So what is the value of a unit digit of a number x to the power y factorial, and we know what is factorial. So let's say 3 to the power 6 factorial, what is the unit digit of this number? That is what we are going to learn in this particular chapter. So these are the various objectives which I have spoken or given on the screen, and then we are going to discuss each of the example related to this objective. Let's say the example number 1, 15 into 18 into 16 into 40. If this is the number which is given it to you, then you have to decide how many zeros are there from the back of a multiple. So there are two methods, method 1 and method 2. In method 1 you will multiply 15 into 18 into 16 into 40, and then you will calculate how many numbers are from the 0, and you will answer the question. Yes, this method is very much required if it is a smaller number, but if the number is getting bigger and bigger, or perhaps it may not be do it on the calculator very fast, then what is the method of it? So for that there is a second method. Here in the second method we are breaking the number into a prime factor, and then count the number of 2's and 5 in the prime factorizations. For example, let's say the first number, that is 15. So 15 is 3 into 5, we know, everybody knows. So 3 and 5, and there is only one 5. Then second number we will take, and then we are going to give a prime factorization which is 2 into 3 into 3. Here there is only one 2. Then 16, so it is 2 into 2 into 2, so there are 4 2's, and 40, it is 2 into 2 into 2 into 5, so there is 3 2 and 1 5. So if we are counting the number of 2's and number of 5's, so number of 2's are 8. Let's say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. So number of 2's are 8. Number of 5's is 2. So here is 1 and here is 2. So number of 5 is 2. So 2 to the power 8 and 5 to the power 2. Ignore the base. and then you check the power value. Now wherever there is a lesser power or a lower power, it means 5 to the power 2, so 2, right? So 2, it means in this particular multiple there are 2 zeros in a given multiple. Why did we consider only 2 and 5? The questions may come in your mind. Why only 2 and 5, and why not other values like 3, 7 and other factorization? Why we did not consider? Because when we multiply 2 with 5, you will get 10. For example, 4 with 5, it is 20. So 4 means 2 into 2, 6. 6 means 2 into 3 into 5, that is 30. So there is a 2 in 4, there is a 2 in 6, but let's say 7 into 5. In 7 into 5, there is no 2 in 7. Therefore, this value we are not going to consider. So only when we multiply 2 and 5, we get 0. Let's say 16 into 5. So 16 is 2 to the power 4, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, so 2 to the power 4, and 5 to the power 1. Now we have to remove the base and only consider the power. The power is 4 and 1. Which one is lower? 1 is lower. So we can say 80 has only 1 0, because 1 power, only 1 0 from the last. But when we have 2 and 5 has the same power, so 2 to the power 5 and 5 to the power 5, then which power we are going to consider? No problem, you will consider only 5, because there is no other value which is less than 5. So you have to consider this 5. Let's say another example, 5 to the power 2 and 2 to the power 2. Both number has the same power. So that 2 is the number of zeros from the left. Another example is 20 into 18 into 16 into 80 into 27. If this number is given, then how many numbers of zeros are there from the back of the given multiple? So what we need to do? The first step, we need to do the prime factorization of a given multiple. So 20 we do the prime factorization, 18, 60, 80 and 27 we are going to do the prime factorization. When we are doing the prime factorization, the value is going to come 2 to the power 2 and 5 to the power 1, 18 to the power 1 and 3 to the power 2, 60 2 to the power 2 and 5 to the power 1, 82 to the power 4 and 5 to the power 1, and 27 3 to the power 3. Now we have to consider only 2 and 5 because we are counting 0. So let's say this number is 2, this number is 2, this number is 2 and this number is 2. So there are 9 power or 9 zeros, 9 2's are there. So 2 to the power 9, and there are 3, 1, 2 and 3. So 5 to the power 3. Now we have to compare 9 and 3. So 3 is lesser than 9. So there are 3 zeros in this particular multiple. Next, how many zeros are there when the value is given 222 to the power 333 multiplied by 55 to the power 40? So first of all we have to do the prime factorization of the base, only base. So 222, and we are doing the prime factorization. The prime factorization 2 into 111, and when we do the prime factorization of 55, then it is 5 into 11. Now here there is only 2 one time and there is only 1 5. So 2 to the power 1 to the power 333 and 5 to the power 1 and power is 40. We are not considering 111, we are considering only 2 and 5. So now if you compare the power 333 and 40, the 40 is the lowest one. Therefore we can say that when you multiply this number, there are 40 zeros of the given product. Next question, what is factorial? Now when there is a factorial, let's say it is a 5 factorial, so you have to start from 1 and you have to go up to 5 and you have to multiply the number coming in between. So 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5, that is coming 120. So 5 factorial if it is written, then it is 120. If it is 6 factorial, then you have to start from 1 to 6 and you have to multiply all the number coming in between. So 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into 6, that is 720. In a similar fashion, 4 factorial, it is 1 into 2 into 3 into 4, so it is 24. In the given factorial, we find out more number of 2's and less number of 5. So here there is a 2, here 4, so 4 means 2 into 2. So there are more 2 and lesser 5. So we are going to consider how many number are 5. So let's say number of 5 in 125 factorials. So we have to write 125 and you have to divide by 5. So that comes to 25. Again this 25 you have to carry forward and then you divide by 5. So it will be 5. So again you take 5 and divide it by 5, it is 1. Now whatever the answers that we are going to get, it is 25, it is 5 and 1. So that is 31. So 5 to the power 31. So the number of zeros is 31 in 125 factorial. Next, how many zeros are there in 130 factorial? So we know when there is a factorial, you have to divide the value by 5 for multiple times till we get 1. So 130 divided by 5, that comes to 26. Now this 26 you have to carry forward and then you divide by 5. So you will get 5. Now this 5 you have to carry forward and you divide by 5 again. So you will get 1. So now what you are going to get? 26, 5 and 1. So 26 plus 5 plus 1, that comes to 32. So in 130 factorial, there are 32 zeros. Next, 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into 6 dot 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 till 1000. So now if this is given, how many zeros are there? So in other words, it is already described at 1000 factorial because it's starting from 1 and ending at 1000. So you have to divide 1000 by 5. So 1000 by 5 is 200. Now this 200 you have to carry forward here and divide it by 5. So it is 40. 40 you have to carry forward and you divide by 5. It is 8 and 8 you have to carry forward and you divide by 5. So how many numbers are coming? 248 and 1. So that is 249. So there are 249 zeros in 1000 factorial. Now when a number is given 2 into 4 into 6 into 8 into 10 till 100, so here the value is not going to start from 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So there is a 2, 4, 6 like that. So this is not a continuous series. Here 2 and 5 both are there. So here it is 2, here it is 2, here it is 2, here it is 2 and here it is 2 and 5 both are present. But 5 is less. So let's say 2 into 1, 4, 2 into 2, 6, 2 into 3, 8, 2 into 4, 10, 2 into 5. So 100, it is 2 into 50. So when it is 2 into 50, so 2 to the power 50, or you can say it is another way, it is 50 factorial. So you have to divide 50 by 5. So you will get 10 and then you carry forward 10 and divide by 5. You will get 2. So it is 10 plus 2. So it is 12 times. So in this particular series 2 into 4 into 6 into 8 dot 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 100, we will get 12 zeros. In the exam, when the series is going to come like 2, 4, 6 till 1000, so what you need to do, it is a short trick. It is a short trick. So 1000, divide 1000 by 2, so you will get 500 and then come back to our original idea. 500 divided by 5 is 100. 100 again you will divide by 5, it is 20. 20 again you will divide by 5, it is 4. So it is 100 plus 20 plus 4. So it is 124. So there are 124 zeros in a series 2 into 4 into 6 into 8 dot 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 into 1000. Next, when the series is going to come 5 into 10 into 25 into 40 into 50 into 55 into 65 into 125 into 80, how many zeros are there from the last? So 5 means 5, 1 into 5, 10 means 2 into 5, 25 means 5 into 5, 40 means 2 into 2 into 5, 50 means 2 into 5 into 5, 55 means 11 into 5, 65 means 13 into 5, 125 is 5 into 5 into 5, and 80 is 5 into 2 to the power 4. So how many 5s are there? There are 13 5s. And how many 2s are there? There are 9. And what we are going to consider? We are going to consider the lower power. So we are going to consider 9. So it means in this particular series there are 9 zeros. Now another example, 15 to the power 15 multiplied by 45 into power 45 multiplied by 8 into the power 16. How many zeros are there from the last? So first what we need to do, we have to do the prime factorization of the base number. So 15, 45 and 8. So when we do the prime factorization of 15, 45 and 8, what we are going to get? We are going to get 3 into 5, 3 into 3 into 5, 2 into 2 into 2. And this power we are going to write as it is 15, 45 and 16. So 16. Now 3 to the power 15 and 5 to the power 15. 3 to the power 45, 3 to the power 45 and 5 to the power 45, and here 2 to the power 16, 2 to the power 16 and 2 to the power 16. Now consider only 2 and 5. So here is 5, here is 5 and here is all 2. So how many powers are there in 5? It is 15 plus 45, it is 60. And how many powers in 2? It is 16 plus 16 plus 16. So it is 48. Now 60 and 48. The lower value is 48. So there are 48 zeros in this particular multiple. Next 10, 100, 1000, dot 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 2, 1 and 10 zeros. So how many zeros from the last? So let us understand, when you add 10 plus 100, what you are going to get? 110. In 110 there is only 1 zero. So when the question involves plus or minus, so understand the boundary. So let's say 10 plus 100 plus 1000. So how many zeros? 1 zeros. So whatever the number you go on adding, and finally when you look at the zeros, there is only 1 zeros. Another example is 10 into 100 into 1000. So what is going to happen? In 10 there is 1 zero, in 100 there is 2 zero, in 1000 there are 3 zeros, in 10,000 there are 4 zeros, and in last there are 10 zeros. So what you need to do, you have to come out with this equation, n is equal to n plus 1 divided by 2, and n is the first value. So first value is 10. So 10 plus 1 divided by 2. So 10 into 11 divided by 2. So 110 divided by 2, it is 55. So there are 55 zeros in the last given series. Next, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till 100. If all this number gets multiplied, then how many zeros will we get from the left side? So it is 1 into 2 into 3 into 5. It means it is 100 factorial. When there is a 100 factorial, we have to divide by 5. So 100 divided by 5 is 20. 20 divided by 5 is 40. So 20 plus 4, it is 24 zeros. So here we are completing the number system 4, and questions are written. You write down the question on a separate paper. Do all the example by your own without looking into the video, and if the answer are matching, it means you have mastered the concept. If the answer is not matching, do it again and again. Practice makes the man perfect, and then you can proceed to another chapter on the number system. Thank you very much.